I came to the seminary in 1965. This is long before you were born. And I came here when there was really nothing much around here. The seminary was built almost as immediately as the diocese was founded. Eventually, as the seminary grew, buildings were added to the property. The original buildings were really the cafeteria, which we used to call the refectory, and then the building behind it, which we used to call the administration building. It was in the trend in the late 60s, early 70s. High school vocations decreased greatly. So it was not feasible anymore to have a high school seminary. We made the college a full college, the four-year college, did away with the high school. That means that we had these extra buildings. St. Brendan's High School was supposed to be on property for 3 years. And then after 3 years, it was supposed to build, its own high school. But Father Dennehy, who was in the very best Irish sense cute, which means cunning to the Irish, he was able to finagle his way to making sure in the transition between Archbishop Carroll and Archbishop McCarthy to make St. Brendan's pretty much stay here. I always think, if it is not the work of God, it's going to disappear. But St. Brendan's, instead of disappearing, has been thriving and has been growing.
I was hired April of 1976. I came in for an interview with Father Thomas Dennehy, the principal. This school was about to complete its first year. He interviewed for the job, and he said to me in passing, well, in his Irish brogue that was beautiful, well, you look kind of young. And I said, well, Father, I just turned 22 last month. Yep, I am young. And he said to me, well, we give it a try. I was only going to teach for a couple of years and go to law school. But I fell in love with the school community itself, with the people that were working here, the camaraderie, a sense of identity. And I knew this was a special place. When I first came, we had 2 courses in social studies department, world history and U.S. history. Within a few years, we had honors, AP, and we kept expanding the curriculum to where it is today. Father Dennehy had a vision, and he allowed us to take that vision and run with it. It was always, okay, let's give it a try. Everything was the first yearbook, the first homecoming. Everything was the first. And so excitement was definitely surrounding it because we all knew that we were establishing tradition. We were establishing the foundation for what was going to come years and years in the future. A lot of excitement, anticipation, a sense of history.